Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port here on a Tuesday. And once again, the Barnes and Tony Show. How you doing, my friend?
Doing great. Like you said, it is Tuesday. We're in the nitty-gritty of the week here. Rangers game tonight. Big game on the road here. I know Brian obviously hyped. And definitely needs the win, Brian.
You need the win, need the decisive win. That is for sure.
Get the job done.
And obviously a lot of time between now and puck drop, a little less than 12 hours, Tony, as we cater to the West Coast in Canada. What would you say the chances are you make it through the
whole game?
Yeah. 0?
Yeah, I would say it's close to 0, especially if the game, becomes like not watchable, on either front, dude. Yeah. So we'll see though. But we'll be here late tonight, binge buddies. So I'll definitely
Safaya,
dude. Yeah, season finale we'll be talking about.
Did you watch it?
No, I'm gonna watch it today.
Watch it today.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Fresh in the mind.
Is there a chance though? Like
Safaya.
Would that be? Would that be though? Honestly, one of the biggest surprises for you if you hear a Sofia when you're watching later?
Yes, it would be a huge surprise. You'd probably get a phone call or at least a text message.
The run.
Oh man, that's good. I'm glad you got the clip of that. That's for sure. Yeah. But yeah, I'm it's tough because I've been sticking to kind of get a good night's sleep, and that's usually been sleep at 11. But I mean, I guess the only thing is that's still an hour of the game, and what's that, a period and a half, right? I mean,
yeah. You'll 11 o'clock. I mean, you'll
couple minutes into the second period
after the intermission, and stuff. So
you seem a little downtrodden about it because you want to watch the whole game, right?
I'd love to watch the whole game, dude.
Yeah. What would you say for you? I mean, you're lights out by midnight, or?
Yeah. So I could get the whole game in, I suppose.
Well, no, because isn't it going to end at 12:30, pretty much?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But
stretch it.
Exactly. I mean, might as well. It's already midnight. Might as well stay up.
Why can't it be on a Friday or Saturday night? So it doesn't matter.
In Vancouver, dude.
But I guess at the end of the day, the thing that matters is winning, Tony.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. As long as I wake up to the dub, dude.
Yeah, need it. Have to have it. So we'll talk about more of that in a second, but I believe we have a couple comments here.
Yeah, of course, dude. Of course we do. We have Michael Buckta in the house early. He says, "Yo, Barnes, yo, dude, Lakers make it 6 in a row tonight?" ? Dude. Also, please know I'll be thinking about you every second when I'm getting thrown upside down on the Incredicoaster at Disneyland.
The Incredicoaster.
I haven't heard about that one, dude. He also says he has a strong feeling Disneyland's definitely going to be a favorite spot for him in California. That I have no doubt about, Michael, either. Josh B, yo fam, what's up? Let's have a day. Hashtag TJ,
Josh
hashtag
B.
TV, hashtag sports port. Dude, Tommy Donovan, what's up, folks? Solid test for the Rangers out in Rogers Arena tonight. I think they get it done. LGR.
Let's go,
dude.
Tommy.
Speaking of LGR, Matthew Gabriel says, let's go. Barnes, great hoodie. That thing is fresh as
Let's go. One of my favorites.
Safaya.
He's definitely getting a kick out of that.
Oh my God. Dude.
And also, Michael, I did see the he says, what is he saying here?
The Incredicoaster is iconic looking. And then he says the view, the river, the castle,
the run,
dude.
The Lakers are playing the Jazz tonight, 11.5-point favorites, NBA Cup group play. So you better bet, Michael, your bottom dollar that they have to win that game. Jazz are 3-10, so Lakers 6-0 at home. It would be pretty embarrassing if they don't get the job done.
Pretty.
What's your thoughts on the Incredicoaster?
Dude.
That is dope.
I mean, it looks kind of cool. I guess for some of the folks at home here, I can share it with you guys. Let's see what's going on here. Credit Coaster, Google search. I mean, I don't know. It's not like, I mean, it's just like cool looking, I guess. I mean, the tube is cool there, but it doesn't look like there's any like flips or anything. Or like, are you upside down at all, Bukta? I guess maybe right there. Is that part of it right there? Yeah, yeah. There's a loop.
So you like the upside down?
Yeah, I do like it. Like that looks fun, and the Incredibles is cool. So I'm down with that.
Yeah, baby. Talking about my future Disneyland visit.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into that.
Have you ever got nauseous on a roller coaster?
On a roller coaster? Technically, no. I guess. Remember being a kid, and you ever see like the pirate ship, that kind of pendulum?
Yes. Got you sick.
That one got me sick, and I haven't been on one since, dude. Because those just sucked. Like just back and forth. Like,
No,
this is dope, dude.
same type of thing. They always said at like the carnivals here, like the churches, like St. Jude's and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They had the Fireman's Festival in Monroe, the Alibaba. And it was like,
Yeah, there's that. The Alibaba.
I definitely got sick once.
Yeah, dude,
Like,
those aren't good, dude.
and it was annoying because Italian festival, good food,
Right.
cannolis, sausage and peppers. Go on the Alibaba.
Throw it
See you
all up,
later.
dude.
Yeah, tough.
Sausage and pepper sounds
Yeah.
good right now, dude.
No, I'd rather have some meatloaf and baked potatoes.
I mean, if my mother made me meatloaf and baked potatoes, I would be like,
No, I
fucking tired
like
about it,
the
dude. I mean, I don't
meatloaf,
know
Tony,
what
but I
you're
just
talking
think there's a
about.
pecking order of everything.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm just saying, there's a pecking order.
Do you think sausage and peppers is like wildly over meatloaf?
Oh my, like it's not even.
Yeah, but like if you're in the mood for meatloaf, you're in the mood for meatloaf.
I
though.
think it's just that's.
Well,
the
you
thing.
don't do meatloaf, right?
Yeah, like the
Yeah, the
meatloaf
one
that I had
that
at your
we-
house
yeah.
was great. But there's like I said, there's a pecking order.
Oh man, dude.
But a nice fresh roll right now. You know what was so good, by the way? It was only my second time having it. First time my stomach wasn't bothered because I guess I only had it one other time and then I got ramen somewhere else. Had mecha last night.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you have? Tonkatsu.
So we started. Actually,
Paitan.
somebody else got the tonkatsu.
That's my favorite tonkatsu. The
I don't
pork. Pork is so good, dude.
What are we talking? You know what I mean? I just remember the name, but I don't know like what each thing is. But we started out with the best edamame I've ever had. I don't know
Love
if you-
that, dude. Yeah, with the onion and oh my god.
No, but literally
dude.
so good. And then that sauce. So we got also the crab rangoon, and we didn't realize it's not like your traditional crab rangoon that's hot. It's like a cold crab, and then the rangoons are on the side. You dip it, but then end it with a dip in the juice from the edamame.
The rangoons are on the side.
Best thing I've ever had, honestly.
I've
That was
never.
just to get started.
I've never even had. I didn't know they had crab. It must be new for them, dude. I haven't been
I
there
think
in a while.
it is.
So yeah.
It was only
Crab
my second
rangoon,
time.
but like, what'd you think of it? It was cold.
Yeah, it
Wait,
was
so
cold.
it was still like fried in the wonton
No,
thing,
the
but then
wontons were just empty, and then you had to dip it. But it's like I think
Okay.
like just make it hot though. Like it's like
Yeah, it's
or just
interesting,
make them
dude.
together. But like I said, dipping it with the edamame, unbelievable. So that's how we got started.
oh, it's so good. Dude.
Also got the bao buns, the
Oh my
the
God,
pork belly, and then
dude.
tried the hamburger one or cheeseburger, whatever. That one
Yes,
was really
dude.
good.
Fuck.
And then got the spicy beef ramen. And that was like really good. And I didn't realize like extra noodles. I figured like, oh, like they'll give me some more noodles, like no big deal.
It's a
But
lot,
they put
dude.
it all on the side, so I didn't even end up finishing the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it was really good, I have to say. But was thoroughly impressed. We almost went to Kyushu, which is right next door, another ramen place. But I have to say, like the ambiance at Mecha, I like the way with all the whatever it's
Yeah.
called, the stuff hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff. It's
dude.
a cool looking place.
I've never had like a bad meal there, and there was a good stretch where we were eating there a lot, you know. So
yeah.
always a good time, dude. Yeah, the atmosphere, like the people that work there, and obviously the food—they all make it so good. You get any drinks, dude?
No.
Next
You do
time,
Monday, you know.
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Just-
I get, yeah, whatever, dude.
I just like, but it would be a good place. Why? What do you get like a Sapporo there?
The Sapporo is good, obviously. There's
What about the Asahi?
no, never.
Have you had that one?
No.
Pretty
no.
good.
What is it?
Asahi.
Asahi?
Yeah.
No, never. But they have a mixed drink called the Sifu Lee. I believe it's made with their own gin. I believe.
Okay.
It's very good, sweet.
I just feel like though, anytime like
Yeah,
when
the mixed drink.
Well, when it's
dude.
not like the frozen mixed drink or like a margarita, which the margarita you still are. But what I'm getting at is I just feel like the mixed drink, especially if it's going to be a long night, I feel like you're just asking for it with mixed drinks.
Yeah, I guess so. There was one. Oh, there's-
Especially gin.
There's one drink called it's like the 5-finger punch or something like that.
Like a scorpion bowl type of thing?
No. It's actually the opposite. It's very small. They give it to you in like a little teacup almost.
Okay.
And it's almost like a hot toddy, I guess you could say it is.
A hot toddy.
You ever have a hot toddy?
I've had one hot toddy.
Nah.
It was kind of a nah, honestly.
Oh.
It's just like with the food though. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
It's
acquired,
like the things
pecking
that are
order.
good, and like there's enough to just stick with those. I don't need to go.
Yeah, but hot toddy is good though.
I just like, I don't know. It's just like a weird taste.
No, it is. It's definitely. It's almost like Bloody Mary-esque, where it's like a niche, like
And
it's
the same
acquired
with the Bloody
taste.
Mary, like yes, like I could do the Bloody Mary, but again, like kind of would rather start the day with an espresso martini, to be honest.
Yeah, all right, fine.
You're offended though, because
No, I'm not offended. I had an espresso martini at Little Goose. I had 2 actually at Little Goose this weekend. It was amazing. First time I had espresso martini in quite a while.
no, they're so good at Little Goose.
Like-
I forgot. Do you like it with the Baileys?
No
or
Baileys.
Really? That I'm surprised. Like, so you just don't like Baileys at all? Like,
No, I love Baileys.
so why?
I just
Is it there or is that in general? Like that you
in
don't-
general, but listen, like some places don't even ask.
Oh, okay.
They'll just put Baileys in it and whatever
Yeah.
you get, which is fine. I don't hate it, but again, it's like if you are like ripping those all night and you're doing the Baileys, like that's when you're asking for it, you know?
Yeah, but I like the taste of Baileys. Though,
No, I too did.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get like Baileys on the rocks, you know, if I'm out to dinner with my parents, the
Yeah.
dessert drink,
Yeah, it is.
slice of cheesecake and a Baileys on the rocks, please, thank you.
So Baileys on the rocks over the cappuccino.
No. Well, I mean, again, like depends on what you're doing. I mean, like kind of opposite things here. Like one's cold, one's hot.
But basically, you're just saying
If I was
more
doing
people would get
alcohol-
hammered.
Yeah, I'll do like a White Russian or Baileys, but if I'm not, you know, cappuccino, dude. Cappuccino's good.
Nothing like just the Italian dinner, the dessert with the cappuccino, the bottle of wine, the bread.
Do you ever do sambuca? Like a shot of espresso with
I think
sambuca?
I've done it like once, just because like I don't know. I think it was. I don't know. I think it started because of the Sopranos.
The Sopranos, yeah.
Bucatone, like
Sambuca.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
had it one time, like, and I think it wasn't good, but I was like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just have it.
It's not. I mean, it tastes good. It does go well with espresso when you mix
Yes.
it with the espresso. Like it makes sense, dude. But sambuca, I couldn't imagine like drinking that with anything else.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
yeah. No, I know what you mean.
yeah.
So Michael, before we get into business here, says, yeah, baby, talking about future Disneyland visits, there's a part that goes upside down. Barnes, why aren't you a Disney guy? And I think there's a couple things here. Number one, the rides, like I don't like roller coasters, so there's only so many rides that I would like. Yeah, like water parks are good. And then like the theme, like, you know what I mean? I'm not like all into like, oh, like Mickey, whoo, like type of thing. So it just, there's not much there. And it's like, I've heard like, oh, Epcot, the different worlds, the drinking, like, I guess that would be fun.
Different world.
But I just think it's like what we were just talking about, Tony. There's a pecking order. And it's too far down there, especially the sizable investment, typically, you have to make to make that trip.
Yeah, you can get a lot of dinners at Metcha for the price you pay.
Right,
for
but
Disneyland.
even match it good. But I'm saying I'll take my Italian dinner though, Tony. You
Oh
know
yeah,
what
well I
mean?
was just using Metcha as an
Yeah, no,
example.
I know,
'cause,
but
we were just talking.
I
about
know, but then you mentioned the dessert and like
Sambuca,
the
dude.
Italian. And it's just like,
Oof.
you know what I've yet to do, and I don't know if you've ever done this: get a steak at like an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, I've done it before, I guess.
But is it
Yeah.
like, do you kind of feel like you need your pasta too?
Yeah,
though?
yeah.
So a side of pasta with it.
When I got it, no. But that was a time where I was just really in the mood for a steak. But that's never really happened since.
I guess actually one time, but Carmine's a chain, so like I guess I was more talking like just like a local establishment. But I did get a porterhouse one time with Sam way back. That was fire. But I just feel like when I'm at Italian again, like want pasta. And you know what I don't like is that I feel like it's just a popular theme anywhere. Like a lot of restaurants, especially Italian restaurants, they don't just have like dishes that have steak in the pasta. I don't know why that's
No,
like,
they never do that.
but like steak Alfredo is like fire. Like I don't get like why that isn't more of a thing, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't know.
Or just have it where like you could make your own pasta and just have that as an option.
Like you want steak sliced up in your Alfredo?
No, because it's
linguine
funny
Alfredo?
though. You're gonna die laughing about this because back in the day when I didn't know better, my favorite restaurant at the time, we're talking middle school, was Olive Garden. Like never ending pasta, the bread, the salad and stuff. And I always used to get the steak gorgonzola Alfredo, and it was fire because it's like the Alfredo sauce, but then you have the steak, but then like you have that steak sauce flavor mixed with the Alfredo sauce, and it's like just so good. So just imagine, like I thought it was good there. Imagine your Italian restaurant, chop up that porterhouse.
Wow.
I mean, no, like
Yeah,
don't you think
no,
would
that sounds
be
great, dude.
Yeah,
That does sound. Oh my god, dude, I haven't had a steak in a little while.
yeah. No, it's good stuff. Honestly,
Mouth watering.
no, you have to try Blackstone's Norwalk,
Blackstone's Norwalk.
the original OG, the bread.
Isn't there a Blackstone in Fairfield? What is-
Southport, but just
Southport.
Norwalk's the OG spot.
Yeah.
Like I've been to the one in Greenwich, the one in Stanford. I don't think I've been to the Southport one, but Norwalk OG definitely.
All right.
French onion to start. by the way.
Oh, dude, where? Oh, Little Goose.
Little Goose,
Onion
French
soup.
onion. Michael asking, so you no desire to go to Disneyland? I mean, I guess I've technically never been to Disneyland, but I've been to Disney World, Michael, and I guess that was enough for me. And then Tommy hitting on the head here says theme parks can go scratch. All I do is the lazy river and eat dipping dots, which is a good point, honestly. But I love a lazy river. And I just love any type of water slide, ride. I mean, I guess if it's like too twisting and it's closed, maybe I wouldn't necessarily like it, but most water rides I'm in favor of.
Yeah, water rides are dope, dude. But I'm in favor of all amusement parks. You know, I like amusements. And I gotta say, Tommy, though, Dippin' Dots is bogus. dude.
Carvel.
That was a lie.
Carvel,
all right?
Tommy, come on.
The food of the future.
Carvel.
I don't know, dude.
Just a
Space,
nice Carvel, soft serve.
I don't know, dude.
You don't like Carvel?
No, Carvel. Although I'm not gonna lie. Wait, where? Carvel was very good. Actually, Carvel is very good.
What was like the confusion there?
No, I was just trying to think of the last time because we got a milkshake this past week. It's from Sunny Days, actually, and then
Well,
after.
first of all, milkshake also too. I like milkshakes, but again, you go to an ice cream place, I feel like you get the ice cream. No?
I did get the ice cream.
And a milkshake?
I got it in the version of the milkshake that there's ice cream in there, Brian. All right.
Yeah, but I'm saying in its pure form, not mixed in a blender. No?
But then where would I get a milkshake?
I guess
Not at an ice cream store?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. It's weird. I have noticed like a Ben & Jerry's shake. It's like I wish I got the waffle cone. I wish I got the sundae. It's like I almost think the best time to get like a milkshake is like at a diner. Honestly.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Johnny
again,
Rockets.
no, I see what you're saying there. But I was just really in the mood for a milkshake, and you know, like, what am I gonna like? What you want me to go to
But
Johnny
like,
Rockets
I
just
actually
to
want
get a
to hear the
milkshake, dude?
critique of this milkshake. Though.
No, I think because I didn't eat a lot that day because my stomach like hurt a little bit afterwards.
Okay.
Or that night, I guess you could say. But I think it was just because I wasn't eating a lot that day. Just had a milkshake. But it was tasty and delicious. Like it was just straight vanilla, nothing crazy.
Okay.
And it was your typical vanilla milkshake.
But it seemed like there was an issue with it, though. You were saying.
Well, again, because I got sick, and I guess it could have been a little bit more thick.
Okay.
A little
Right.
thicker.
No, that's annoying. Like it has to be very thick,
yeah,
almost
yeah.
where it won't go through the straw.
Exactly,
That
and then
thick.
it gets down to
Yes,
the
yes,
exactly.
yes.
So like the one I had around Comic-Con, that was great. Like it tasted better, the thickness was there, stirred up a little bit.
Also, the Oreo peanut butter shake. I mean, what are we doing here? Vanilla? I mean,
yeah, vanilla.
cheese pizza.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with vanilla ice cream.
Well, because I just feel like though the Oreo milkshake is basically the same thing because the ice cream is vanilla. Like you just have some cookie crumble. Like why would that not be better?
Because it's different. It's not that it's like not better or worse. It's just like not what I wanted.
But again, it's the rules.
I was in the mood. I was in the mood for vanilla. I haven't had one in a while, so get me vanilla. All right. I think last milkshake I had was maybe I got vanilla at Rhode Island too. It doesn't really matter, dude. Vanilla is just classic. There's nothing wrong with that. You need to add anything to it.
Last
dude.
thing, 'cause
it's great in its raw form,
It
dude.
seems like we could just keep going and going and going about this, but we were talking about this last night. People were trying to say that Butterfinger is overrated. Were you a Butterfinger guy or no?
Butterfingers,
Yes.
like the candy bar.
Yeah, I think they're amazing.
I think they're massively underrated.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
and I was
dude.
saying to take it a step further, the Blizzard with the Butterfinger or the McFlurry, so good.
So
And I haven't
good,
had
dude.
one in like years, I think.
Yeah.
Like a Butterfinger. Just a Butterfinger.
It's actually pretty funny you mentioned that because this morning when I went into the fridge, there's a bag of the fun-sized Butterfingers in there, dude. In the fridge.
I know you just texted your mom because she said good morning, vanilla is the best. Or is that like a Materiello family rule?
I guess maybe my dad. Well, yeah, my dad likes vanilla too. We all eat vanilla ice cream. I mean, it is
Cheese
really
and vanilla.
good, dude. Yeah.
But anyway, I think that's a good opening segment. Let's go to the world of the National Football League.
He wants Jefferson, climbs the ladder. Oh my my goodness! Justin Jefferson, the catch of his life.
Burrow fires, intercepted, picked off at a pick six. Minka Fitzpatrick, an absolute ball hawk.
Niners twist up front and get to Tagovailoa. Bosa again. Mahomes escaping on the move, stops, spins, flips it forward for the touchdown.
Stop it.
Aaron Jones. Oh, what a tackle! Quincy Williams with a pile driver.
All right. So I think you would have been better off watching an episode of The Penguin last night rather than this football game where we saw the Texans 34-10 over the Cowboys. So the Cowboys now 0-5 at home, 3-7 overall. And, you know, going into halftime, it seemed like they had a shot here. They were down 17-10, and really it could have been 17-13, but, you know, they're great place kicker there. Brandon Aubrey slipping on a 40-yard attempt, so missing it. And then second half, shut out, embarrassed. Joe Mixon running wild at AT&T Stadium, 109 yards and 3 scores, including a 45-yarder. But you know, we were talking about this off the air, you know, pre-show. Again, C.J. Stroud, 23 of 34, 257, no touchdowns, a pick, you know, only sacked once. And I don't know, you know, the Diggs injury, but for whatever reason, you know, 34-10, I mean, it's like how much you have to really complain about. But I just feel like it's like another game. I watched the Texans, and in their passing attack, I'm just not impressed with. And you keep waiting for that, like, explosion. And I just keep asking myself, like, is that going to happen?
I mean, I don't know. It's tough, dude. I mean, I was kind of on board with the Texans yesterday, but again, Stroud, we talked about that pick he threw too.
Looked disgusting.
Yeah, it was just a bad decision. And I mean, not for nothing, you know, they have been dealing with injuries throughout the course of the year. I don't know if they're really going to have what it takes. I mean, not for nothing though. It's funny because you say that, but it's like, I mean, Texans, Cowboys, 34-10, like, that is a decisive victory that you'd expect the Texans to put up against a team like the Cowboys, you know? Like, so it's like, what can you really complain about at the end of the day? It's tough. I mean, if Stroud comes along, that's great. I mean, obviously, you know, you mentioned Joe Mixon having a freaking day. I want to say probably best game of his year, right?
Yeah. I mean,
he's been good all
touchdowns
year.
over 100 yards. I mean, it's tough to top that. But my whole thing is, Tony, it's like you're not always going to be facing a team in shambles like the Cowboys with the lame duck head coach and a backup quarterback. So when you're in the playoffs and you're facing Kansas City or you're facing Baltimore and they know that, you know, you're trying to run, or Pittsburgh for that matter, I mean, how the hell are you going to beat them being one-dimensional? Like, C.J. Stroud, you know, is going to need to air it out at times. And, you know, he hasn't he hasn't passed for 300 yards since the 6th of October. So it's been a little bit. And, you know, you look at, you know, going back, 5 games, he's thrown 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And he's had, 2 of those games, you know, under 200 yards. So, I mean, it just, I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, it's like, where's that C.J. Stroud from last year as a rookie, often every game seeming fearless. And now it just seems like this is some sort of sophomore slump.
Yeah, no, I mean, it definitely is. I mean, people talk about it for a reason. But I don't know. I mean, in the back of my mind, I still kind of feel like he can have that big game in the big moment. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, not for nothing. I don't know. If you're an offense who can score that many points with your quarterback in a slump, I mean, isn't that good? Like, isn't that something you can turn around and say, oh, this is good? Like, C.J. Stroud, like, hopefully can kind of maybe, like, take a deep breath, you know, not make that one stupid decision, and instead maybe, you know, because that throw, correct me if I'm wrong here, if he made an accurate throw, it was going to be a touchdown.
Right.
Like, he just I don't even know what he was looking at, but the receiver was wide open.
Yeah.
And he threw it right to a defender. So it's like, if all of a sudden now, if it's, you know, instead of the interception, it's a touchdown, even more of a victory. I mean, I don't know. I think he would be singing in a little bit of a different tune.
Yeah, and listen, like I think, future going forward, like CJ Stroud's gonna be good. I'm just looking at it in terms of this year, stretch run, playoffs, and you look at the season as a whole. They have the win against Buffalo.
Yep.
But other than that, I mean, you've beat the Cowboys, the Colts twice, the Patriots, the Jags, and the Bears. So that's what just leads me to believe that this is one and done written all over it. That's all.
Yeah, I know it's and I mean it's pretty interesting too because the rest of your schedule, like, I mean, Dolphins is manageable. You have Chiefs, Ravens towards the end, and then Titans the last game, and it's just like, I mean, not for nothing, dude. It's like, are we going to see maybe 3 losses right in the next 6 games?
Yeah, I mean the Chiefs and the Ravens, and then the Dolphins
Titans
potentially
twice.
Yeah, beat the Titans twice, beat the Jags, 10 wins.
Yeah, so you're thinking at least 10 wins right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're gonna you're gonna see Stroud yet again probably in the postseason here. So I mean, I don't know.
Is it like, because obviously last year, I mean, they didn't have Stephon Diggs, but I just wonder if that's a big part of it. Not
I think
having
it
that
is,
home
dude.
run threat.
Yeah, I totally think it is, dude. I mean, not for nothing. Like first couple weeks of the season, like he was doing great for my fans team. He was my flex receiver, and he was getting 12 points a week consistently. I think he had one big week. And obviously tearing your ACL sucks, dude. So I don't know, man. I mean, I think it really is all out in front of the Texans right now. I understand it's the Cowboys, but it's just like, I mean, what more do you want them to do? It was a pretty emphatic victory. Stroud is, I know he hasn't been throwing for over 300 yards, but he's throwing for mid 200s. He can obviously keep the interceptions low. I wonder who leads the league in interceptions. NFL most interceptions by QB. Patrick Mahomes Patrick Mahomes has 11 picks this year. Stop it. That's kind of wild. I didn't know that. Geno Smith looks like to be first. Wow, dude, with 11 interceptions. Patrick Mahomes has 11 interceptions in 10 games. Or I guess probably isn't updated. Sometimes StatMuse is not updated for some reason, but let's see what we have. Dude, Patrick Mahomes has 11 picks this year? That can't be right. Why can't I fucking find this, dude?
What are we looking for?
Interceptions. Give it up.
You mean thrown?
Thrown, yeah.
What, Geno has the most?
Geno has the most with 11, but he's tied with Patrick Mahomes, who also has 11. Why?
Yeah.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that Mahomes was up there?
No, I did not know Mahomes was up there.
Yeah. No, that's why we've been saying, all along, like, worst statistical season they've had.
Yeah, Jordan Love also has 11 picks, too. I didn't know that. Donald with 10 even, too. Like, that's kind of crazy. Let's see. I mean, I guess Stroud only keeping it to 7, isn't terrible, I mean, obviously, you'd rather see him with, 20 throwing touchdowns instead of, what does he have, 12?
Yeah, but, I don't know. And it's, also, it feels like Tank Dell, maybe, because, I mean, he's missed some time. Maybe he's not having the season he was having last year. It just seemed like every time you're watching the Texans, Stroud just airing it out, and they're just running all over the field, and it just seems like this year we're just not seeing that.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, dude. And maybe it is the lack of threats downfield. How about Baker, though? 24 touchdowns this year, leading the league. Come on.
The run, dude?
Dude, I'm rooting for the run, dude.
Evan should be back.
Evan?
But yeah, I don't know. I just, and then I know you were saying, I think, by the way, you saw Josh B's text on the big screen, riled up or no?
No, actually, I didn't look at it yet. I saw he texted, but you know.
So that right above the mantle there.
Oh, wow. That's nice. Me, dude. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. So that was awesome to see. Shout out Josh B. What else is he saying?
On the mantle. He says, get ready for this one, Brian. He says, nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger. The commercials back in the day.
He's a big Butterfinger guy.
He says, going to Disney, I don't know about Land or World. Probably World if I had to guess.
I would say World.
Next year with the girls, and it's going to be awesome and tiring.
Yeah. Whew.
Are you doing like a full, like 5 days, 4 parks, like?
Like, but are you
Balls to the
honestly?
wall.
That's not even too much for you.
No.
You could go to the amusement park 5 days in a row.
Yeah, literally. That's what I did when I went there last time.
When was that?
It was 4 days in 2019, maybe, right before
Okay.
COVID.
And what
yeah,
time
dude.
of year was it?
It was like January,
Oh, okay, so that's
February.
the best time to go. Obviously, summer. I've struggled in the summer, like where
I remember being there as a kid in the summer. And I'm like,
why does their water taste like shit? By the way, like from the fountain,
right? Because it's Florida. That's why, dude.
But what? Florida, but what?
Florida water. They have fucking swamp water, dude.
That's what it is.
yeah.
Ooh. He says full on
Balls to the wall, baby. Let's go.
dude. Oh man, what was like your average like shift at the park? Would you say
The full fucking like
a
day.
9 to 5?
Yeah. Like parks opens at 9, and like you're there till sundown, 8 o'clock. Like eat there, lunch, dinner, breakfast. Like all the money goes right in there, man.
Wow.
I know, but it's just one of those times. It's just like that time where you're just like, oh, this is gonna be it, dude. You know.
Yeah.
Like when Josh B takes his daughters and they want fucking to go to the Disney buffet where you meet the characters and eat with them, and it's $100 to get a fucking buffet because of the characters.
And it's probably more than $100, probably.
When I went in, it was like 75 plus tax when I was there.
Now inflation. I mean, we're talking a buck.
Probably. I will say though, like one of the better buffets, the food there was
good.
Like it wasn't like shitty buffet food, and not for nothing, like interact with the characters, Goofy and Buzz. It was a good time.
Yeah. No,
I know
definitely.
you don't care, but the food, dude, the food,
Yeah,
the buffet.
But you know what I mean? So that's why it's just tough for me to get into because I don't like the ride. So it's
Right.
like I'm going to go all the way there just
Yeah.
to go to buffets and bars.
Yeah.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, you'd probably like Universal. Universal has like stores and like a Margaritaville area.
No, I
like
went
not
to
just the
Universal.
rides.
And I was actually in some like I think the pictures are still on my Facebook, but some they do the thing where like the audience can be like in this like
You were
short film.
you were picked?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I was wearing like I don't know like a poncho or something. I don't even know, but there's pictures on Facebook. We can look it up another time. Enough of the nonsense. Though,
I mean, we should look it up right now. I don't know, man.
We're just looking at it right now, dude. But just looking ahead here, that puts a bow on week 11. So like already 2 days from now, we're talking about week 12, which is kind of ridiculous. And it's going to get started 2 days from now in Cleveland. The Steelers 3.5 point road favorites. And I know this is a divisional game, but I smell a rat with the line or something. Like, how is it not 7?
I know, right? 7.5,
or at least
dude.
5.5. I don't know. 3.5.
3.5 seems very, very small. And if I'm hammering that right now.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you just have to. Like,
Right?
Like just with the Cowboys. Like, they're due. No, they're not due.
They're
suck
not
ass.
due.
Like,
Exactly, dude. The Browns are not due. I don't care
Yeah.
who's their quarterback.
Yeah.
Defense has not been great.
I don't care if Jameis throws for 600 yards this week. They still lost last week.
Still lost, dude. Still lost.
So that's with Al and Herb Street on Thursday, 8:15. And then looking at the rest of the week here, Sunday, 1 o'clock, you got Vikings at Bears, Minnesota 3.5 point favorites there. The Bears, almost winning last week. So I don't know. That's just something I'm thinking about possibly.
Yep. Darnold,
the
the
Bears
picks.
with the upset. Yeah, Darnold with the picks, the Bears defense. The Colts at the Colts hosting the Lions, Detroit 7.5 point favorites. I mean, who knows, but just tough to see the Colts winning that game. The Dolphins, you would think, would blow out the Pats, 7-point favorites. The Tommy Cutlet game against the Baker run.
my
It's
gosh.
interesting, Tony, because I feel like if the Giants were playing anybody else but Baker and the boys, that would be a popular upset pick for you. Because the Cutlets, the agent, or you're kind of sick of all that.
No, I mean, I think that Tommy over there is going to go out there and try and win the game. So,
But I mean, there's no way you're going to tell me that you're going to take the Giants over Baker and the run.
no,
right?
no, not at all. But I will say,
You're nervous about the run.
no. I'm all for the run, dude. It is the run, no doubt. Who should do 24 touchdowns, leading the league? That's sick. Didn't know that. But I will say, just hearing the name Tommy Cutlets gets me really in the mood for chicken cutlets.
Oh, yeah. But that's it. What's another thing?
Don't
For
tell me
me-
you don't like chicken cutlets.
It's not that I don't like chicken cutlets, but I need them on like a sandwich and a pasta. Like I don't like just like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna just have a bunch of cutlets. Like I like them with something.
I mean, I guess that's fine. I mean, my mother would make chicken cutlets with mashed potatoes and broccoli.
Yeah, I need it on a sandwich.
Growing
or
up, we
pasta.
dipped them in ketchup.
Definitely not dipping
Chicken
them in
cutlets.
ketchup. I get it though. I get it. It's
mean,
like
chicken.
a nugget, but still weird combo if you really think about it.
No, it's not that weird.
Speaking of the Cowboys, they are 10.5-point road favorites at the Commanders. Seems like a bounce back win for Quinn and the boys.
What, you didn't say though. Would you take the Giants there? With
No
the Bucks?
way.
Yeah, no way.
No.
Right? Yeah,
No.
absolutely not.
And then the Panthers hosting the Chiefs. Chiefs -11. That's going to be interesting because like a porous team like the Panthers, Chiefs coming out their first loss of the season. Could they possibly finally cover the big number? It is the Panthers.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe I wouldn't take it though. I wouldn't be betting on that. Are we picking first?
Yeah, you will be picking first. So
Baker.
No, I mean it's a good one. Honestly, we probably will get selected. Honestly, we'll have to talk to the board about that one. The Texans over the Titans, 8.5 points. But I know we were just talking about.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know, man.
Yeah, and no, I mean
Tony
it
Pollard.
is an opportunity though for Stroud to break out. The Raiders hosting the Broncos. Denver 5.5-point road favorites. I like Denver in this one. I mean, you could talk to me about Brock Bowers till you're blue in the face, but Raiders suck ass, dude. Right?
They do suck ass, but 5.5 that worries me a little bit.
You think the Niners are getting disrespected? 2.5-point underdogs at Lambeau. I mean, obviously Packers had the better year, but I feel like the Niners have historically had the Packers number. Desperation as well here. I feel like they win that game.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Seahawks off the win, and it's kind of interesting. I think they'd be in a tie for first place if they're able to take out the Cards. 1-point favorites there at home at Lumen Field, Tony. That's going to be an interesting one.
Geno Smith, 11 touchdown passes, 11 picks.
So you're saying Cards, basically.
Yeah, probably.
Sunday Nighters a treat. Rams hosting the Eagles. Eagles 3-point road favorites. Kind of interesting though. Like the Rams looking to stay in that race. Kind of need this one. The Eagles haven't lost in a while, but it's just you see Saquon. I mean, it's unbelievable that those aren't the numbers he's finishing the season with. 1137 and 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, that is absolutely ridiculous. And I would expect the Rams to have an issue with him Sunday night. But I don't know, dude. That's tough, dude. I don't know. Because I got, obviously, I got Hurts.
Yeah.
And I got Philly's defense, too.
Tough spot.
Tough spot is right.
Just go with the vanilla. Come on.
Oh.
And then we finish out the week. The Harbaugh Bowl.
That's going to be sick,
Chargers,
dude.
Ravens. I've already locked in my Chargers selection there. I know Tony is tight about that one.
I don't know, dude. I'm still thinking about it, dude. I need some time.
You need time. Give the man time.
Little
Give the man
brotherly
time.
love here.
And then just like that, the following week is Thanksgiving week, which is kind of nuts.
Which is kind of ridiculous.
You know,
dude.
it was so what's it called? Just
Stupid?
like no, one of those things. Like it's like what are the chances? You know, we were talking about like Thanksgiving yesterday. I was saying pecan pie is my favorite. My mom sends me a picture randomly. Didn't listen to the show yesterday of the pecan pie in the oven.
Really?
Like freezing it for like. And I'm just like, are you kidding? We were just talking about
That's
this.
awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, dude. A pecan pie right now with a cappuccino, dude.
Let's go. By the way, Josh B saying Princess Breakfast, character dinner, staying on resort. I've never watched TMNT. I'll just say it that way. Disney is a waste of money for Barnes with the crying emoji. That would be correct, Josh. And then your mother says she's going for the Giants. Joey Greenwood said chicken cutlet's elite. Barnes in my house. Your mother, again, chicken cutlet's great. I'm just saying, like, it's not about the cutlet individually. I just think they're best. Like, you get the most value out of them as part of a dish, not standalone.
Yeah.
You're telling me with the gravy, Tony, like it's not good with the sauce?
Chicken cutlet, mashed potatoes, broccoli.
No, but
That's a
I
meal,
didn't mean
dude.
that type of gravy. I'm saying like pasta, like sauce.
No, yeah, it is good. I mean, chicken parm is what I would
Chicken
do. Yeah,
parm, but also just with pasta. garlic and oil. Like that's actually one of my favorite dishes is the broccoli rabe, garlic and oil chicken cutlet.
That does sound so good right now, dude. Damn it.
Yep. Just going.
It just sucks too because chicken cutlets is like kind of a hassle to make, really.
Yeah.
Because you got to devein the chicken, and then you got to get the egg wash going, and the breadcrumb, then you got to fry it. There's a lot of oil. It's a big mess. It's just like, oh my goodness,
I don't have
dude.
the patience for cooking. I really don't.
But one of these days, maybe next week, if I have time, chicken cutlets.
Joey Greenwood talking about eating chicken cutlet dry and be happy.
I used to come home sometime from like school, eat them out of the fridge cold.
But you're telling me though they wouldn't be in their best form. Italian bread, throw some prosciutto, the fresh moots.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, again, like with leftovers, I would make a little sandwich, but I would put like cheese and lettuce and tomato on it, something like that.
Oh, toppings. Oh,
yeah, which is fine. Some garnish.
Is it though?
Yeah, dude. We're not. You know, it's not get crazy here. That's pretty generic.
And then your mother's saying my boys ate as they were coming off the pan.
It's a fact, dude.
Doesn't surprise me. But boy, am I starving. I'm also starving for a Ranger win tonight. Let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Speed, here he comes. McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner. That's the middle quick. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, rink Washington made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn. Side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights!
All right. By the way, a couple comments trickled in. Joey's saying that said chicken parm is peak.
There we go.
And then Ernie from Kearney says, yeah. So interesting. We haven't heard from Ernie since the big block field goal.
Yeah, it's tough, dude.
But, he's still saying they own the Bears. I mean, 11 in a row is 11 in a row. But I would say for the Pack, I mean, just like the Rangers, a couple things to button up, right?
I mean, yeah, dude, it's interesting when scenarios like that happen because I feel like are you happy that it came down to that?
Like, you can't be, but at the same time, it's like you just know wins are tough in the NFL. You take it. But now your mind, it's like, we got to be better than that.
Way better than that, dude.
Yeah. Just like the Rangers will need to be tonight than the previous two games, Tony. But that being said, before we get to that, it was a decently busy night on the ice last night.
Yeah, dude.
Just kind of running down the scores here. We saw Columbus upset the Bruins 5-1 on the road.
Let's go, baby. Who called that one?
Lincoln, Sam Rosen, smiling somewhere.
Oh, yeah, baby.
29. It's interesting. I feel like the Blue Jackets have been more competitive than you would think. I mean, still 7-9, but given, the offseason tragedy and all of that, I mean, I think they've played, as good as they possibly could.
Oh, yeah.
But the Bruins, like, you keep waiting for them to turn that switch on, to get back to 500, then they have a game like this. I mean, you think, like, this is going to be a sign of things to come where it's possibly, dare we say, that Bruins are the outside looking in come Stanley Cup playoff time?
It could be, I suppose. I mean, it's just a matter of if their top players find out if they can start playing offense or not. I mean, look at some of the stat leaders here. Pasternak, 17 points, that's solid. 8 of them coming from goals. That's cool. Brad Marchand only 13 points, and then other than that, no one's in double digits yet. Elias Lindholm only 9 points on the year. It's like where's your offense coming from? You can. That's fine if you're holding. You think a game like this against the Blue Jackets, like that, you would see them score 6.
Yeah,
like last year, you would see that. But now they're losing this 3-1. So I don't know, man. The Bruins are having a tough time. It seems like whenever Swayman starts to get back in his groove, there's just a total lack of offense, and it's just like, damn,
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see. It seems like they could be on the outside, though, especially with a team like Washington, who's been really good right now. We'll see what their future looks like. We'll talk about that. But still, like you said, outside looking in.
And it's interesting because, like, ever since they, lost that series to Florida, I've questioned Monty So maybe his seat gets warm.
It's tough, dude.
We'll have to see. The Avalanche 0-4 to start the season, but have won 6 out of 11 since. No, that doesn't make sense. Does it?
They were 0-4.
So they've
0-4.
They've won 10 out of 14. 10 out of 14 cents. 3-2 over the Flyers. I was mentioning to you, watch that game on NHL Network last night. Cale Makar, 2 goals and an assist. So the Avalanche now 10-9. Middlestat also with a goal and an assist, and they played the backup tender. I mentioned Tortorella wearing the sweatshirt, which was interesting last night. But I think the Avalanche, one of like we were almost talking with the Packers there, an ugly win. Hanging on. They had the Flyers getting that goal. Where the puck was trapped underneath the tender's legs there. But I mean, 10 out of 14 is good, and I expect them to continue on an upward trajectory. Doesn't that look so weird?
I guess he's been doing that, huh?
But is he the only guy? Like
dude. Right? I guess so. That's kind of wild, dude.
So maybe Torts, trying to switch it up here. The Flyers now 8-9. The Canadiens with the home upset of the Oilers here, 3-0. So Montembeault with the shutout, and
let's fucking go, baby.
It's like, here we go, the inconsistent play.
Oilers, yep. It's over. It's over.
At the beginning of the season. It's
outside
not over
looking in.
Yet.
Outside looking in.
But it's just interesting how it seems like every year they start this way out. Another upset in Dallas last night. The Ducks, jumped out to a 2-0 lead after one. Never relinquished the lead after that, winning 4-2 here. So the Ducks all of a sudden are 7-8 and kind of hanging in there. So I think that's impressive given the roster that they have, and that was only the Stars' second home loss of the year. Mm-hmm. The Capitals have been unbelievable, winning 13 of their first 18 games here. They win 6-2. Ovechkin extends his lead, league leaders in goals, but then leaves with an injury.
Yeah.
Are you here? I know I just heard upper body. Is this something
lower body?
Is this something that looks serious or?
Yeah. It does look serious, dude. I'm not
like we're talking like months.
I don't know, dude. So I think I started doing more tests today. I haven't looked this morning. I don't think if there's ever any updates. There probably hasn't been, but it was knee-to-knee contact. And let's see, 11 hours, 2 hours ago, Ty's Penguins was his record. Nope, stop it. Injury update, latest news. Knee, turn back the clock, injury update, 14:30 remaining in third period. McBain, who later got into a fight with Tom Wilson, got dropped by him actually after this. But we can see, let's see, I'll play this for the folks at home. Why not? Let's see. There's OV. Here's the injury.
By the way, Ernie says, live bet killer. I bet the miss. LMAO. Not happy, but not upset. We got to win ugly games. Also, Tommy says, late game last night was solid. Blackwood with some gems in net for San Jose, which is true, and we're going to touch on that in a second. But
it's not Sharks, something you see.
Nice overtime.
Very.
So you'll see McBain.
Inadvertent collision.
Yeah, at the top of your screen. Kind of an inadvertent collision, I guess you could say. I don't know. I guess you could say it's accidental, but right here you'll see there's knee-to-knee contact right there, and you see Obi go down like immediately, and he has to get off the ice.
Sprained knee.
Dude, you see it buckle like a little bit.
Yep.
Right there. So I would imagine it's like, yeah, something is tweaked. He's limping. He's tight.
But it's Ovechkin. He'll be back next week.
I don't know, man. I mean, I hope so. I really do hope so because he netted 2 goals last night.
Yeah, you hate for this
to
just
dude.
Like kill this season for the Capitals too.
Exactly. So I mean, it feels funny saying that, but
well,
you do the injury you never wish upon someone.
No, and then like I feel like it would be kind of nice. Like the Capitals have a really good year. They face the Rangers in the playoffs, and then we knock them out finally.
Yeah, no, absolutely, dude.
So we'll have to see what happens there, but a 6-2 win over Utah. So like I said, the Capitals rolling right now. And then you had Macklin Celebrini, last year's number 1 pick.
That's this past.
Yeah, this past drafts.
Yeah.
His first overtime goal, 5-4 winner. I think he hadn't scored a point in 4 games coming into this one. So upsetting Tony's Red Wings here. Shark bitten in San Jose.
Yeah, it seems like it.
But listen, I mean, the Sharks, they're probably not going anywhere this year, but I think they're excited about Celebrini. And it's just nice to pick up wins with young players, have that experience. I think it's all good. And like Tommy said, Blackwood, I know they gave up 4 goals in this one, but overall, I think he's been playing pretty well. And that was evident against the Rangers, right?
What is that supposed to mean?
The evident?
Like the way you say evident. Like, are you trying to make fun of me or something?
Yeah, because isn't that our thing? Like evident dividends.
Yeah. I do say evident a lot.
Yeah.
But no, it is. I mean, I guess good for Mackenzie Blackwood. I mean,
Yeah.
I think they have some work to do. Certainly, it's the Sharks. But in terms of Macklin, I suppose. I mean, 18 years old. Obviously, you hope he's getting the best experience he can be to be, a proper first overall draft pick here.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was the slate last night. Tonight, a little smaller slate. I believe, what is it, 6 games? Yeah, 6 games tonight.
6 games, baby.
Another
Another 6-pack.
Another 6-pack. Wait, or is it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7. 7
Damn,
games. So
dude.
really not too bad. But the Rangers at 10, Tony. 10 o'clock.
It's a late one, dude.
You think I got to just get over it, though?
I mean, there's no changing it. And we're going like this is it. They're going to be playing Canadian teams for a little bit.
Now, let's say it's 2-0 after 2. You're calling it?
2-0 Rangers?
Yeah.
Um,
Worst lead in hockey, though. No, that's 3 goals.
no, it's 2 goals.
Okay.
What time is it right now? After
11:30.
11:30. No, I'm not calling it.
Okay, so you will have 4
I'll
or
go
5
till
hours
midnight.
of sleep
Yeah.
for the win. For the win, the run.
The run, dude. Yeah, it's Vancouver. This is a big game, dude. Vancouver's really good.
Demko is still out, though?
Yeah, he's going to be out for a little while. I'm not sure actually.
Upper,
how long.
lower.
Lower knee also, I believe.
So, yeah, Vancouver 9-5-3 here. Lankinen
Okay,
has
imminent
been getting the
return.
most of the starts. 2.7 goals against, 9 save percentage. Not terrible, but
No.
not great either, right?
No, definitely not great. And according to the Canucks organization here, Thatcher Demko's return is imminent. He was killing it last year, got hurt before the playoffs, been out ever since, dude.
And it looks like Brock Bauer, what is his name?
Brock Bowser.
Is out?
Bowser? Is he really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, they obviously hope he's fine, but that's great for us, dude. Former, I don't know, he was definitely a top 10 overall pick. I don't think he was number 1. It doesn't matter. Absence is causing significant issues. Nobody misses Brock more than JT Miller. What is this? Is like from a couple like yesterday. So like, what do we got?
I just saw on ESPN it says the 29th, but I don't know if that stuff's.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah,
Definitely after an illegal hit. This was last week, dude.
Oh wow, okay. So that's a tough one for them, and they've lost 2 out of their last 3 out of 5.
Against the Kings, dude.
So I mean, when you look at this, Vancouver is the slight favorite here. But is this one of those things where you look at it, Tony, and you're just like, in terms of the Rangers, obviously it's the NHL, anything could happen. But you look at this game and it's like, no excuse, just got to win.
It is. It is honestly like San Jose-esque. Ooh.
Down your best player, down your starting goalie.
This is exactly like you're hurt, you're injured, you're limping. Like you gotta like just come out here firing, and it can't be like against San Jose where you go down 1-0 early or something.
Can we start
figure
with
it
a
out,
lead?
dude.
Oh my god!
But look at this hit against Brock, by the way, real quick. You see it in slow motion against the Kings. It wasn't clean at all. You see Jeannot right there coming in.
Did he
10.
get suspended?
I don't know. Actually, he should get disciplinary action because this is shoulder to the head, dude.
Yeah. Oh no! I
shit.
didn't. What are you talking about? I didn't mean to.
Like that's broken jaw concussion.
Yeah.
So
Nice, dude.
that's tough.
Yeah. That is tough. But yeah, I just feel like let's
go,
start. Let's start fast. And I was actually talking with Tommy
Yes.
and JD about this yesterday. It's like
Did you go live?
Yeah, went live for a little bit.
That's awesome, dude.
Always a good time. I was just saying, kind of re-emphasizing what we talked about in terms of the offense, like being aggressive, not getting too cute. You mentioned all the stuff we talked about.
Oh, yeah,
It's
dude.
like let's
let's go,
strike.
dude. Yeah.
Let's just strike. Not
Let's
like
strike
hold
out.
back.
Yeah, dude.
So, and then anything on Hedl, or is that something like almost like Ovechkin where like it might be a while or no?
I think it might be a little while. The testing,
It's
someone's
like
been injured in the past as
he's
well.
very quickly becoming quite the injury-prone
I know, dude.
player, huh?
Especially you think of last year, too, with that weird concussion that left him out for a while, dude. It must have been like 14 weeks or 12 weeks.
Jeez.
So, I guess we'll see what happens. But even with Brock Brozier, too, you wish all these guys hope, for healthy recoveries,
Yeah.
But still, regardless here, you got Brodzinski in there. We have more than enough talent on the roster here. And not for nothing, I think, JT Miller's been feeling pretty good about himself over there in Vancouver. Like, make him think twice.
Can we just hold him pointless here, like for a change?
Yeah,
Right? 'Cause I
please,
feel like that
dude.
doesn't happen.
No, last night, but I think he had 2 goals against us.
Yeah. So that would
Ridiculous.
be nice. And the Rangers here, this is a second game of this West Coast trip.
First time they're playing the Canucks here.
Of the season, right.
Yeah.
And then it'll be Calgary Thursday, Saturday in Edmonton, home for St. Louis, and then 2 more road games in Philadelphia and Carolina. So this is an important stretch here, and you want to see them come out on top as we inch closer and closer, Tony, of our return to Madison Square Garden.
That's right, dude. It's 2 weeks. 3
2 weeks.
December
2?
6th.
Is it 2 weeks from Friday?
2 weeks from Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 weeks and change right now, dude. Let's fucking go. It's
Stout,
dude. I mean, jacked up. It's gonna be so much fun.
Jacked up, Jack Dempsey's the pie,
the
dude.
pie, dude. The dessert.
I might try the fish and chips this time. Honestly.
Do it, dude. Absolutely.
It gotta be fire.
Don't count anything off the specials menu. That gyro, it was a special. Delicious, dude.
No, that's true. That's true. How about the bartender? All business.
All business, dude. Not even done with the. Nope.
What shot? What shot?
Whoop.
Oh, man, always
dude.
a good time at Dempsey's. That's for sure. So
dude.
excited for that. But like we said, decent slate tonight. So let's do a Tuesday night edition of the Frozen Frenzy.
Just like that, Brian. We're in it. It's Tuesday. We're staying up late for this slate, Brian. We're going to end in Canada. We're going to start in Canada. 7 p.m. here. Ottawa, the Senators taking on the Oilers. The Oilers here dealing on the back-to-back. Calvin Pickard, no doubt, getting the start over Skinner on the back-to-back. Obviously, Oilers here coming off the shutout loss against a lowly Montreal team, having trouble with their own Canadian fellow brethren. Do those troubles continue in Ottawa tonight, Brian?
This is one of those games where you have to be team first, Tony, because I know you're rooting against the Oilers, but you have to remember, we want Brady Tkachuk. How do we get Brady Tkachuk? We need the Senators to be buried in the standings. So the Oilers embarrassed the shutout last night. I mean, come out firing. You're better than the Senators team. I know the records are similar, but you know the talent you have. Draisaitl, McDavid, 2 goals apiece. I'm going to say 5-3 Oilers in the over, counting down the days till Brady Tkachuk is a New York Ranger.
Listen, I'm all for Brady on the Rangers and everything, but I think they get the dub here tonight against the Oilers. Very precarious situation Ottawa finds themselves in the Atlantic Conference here, Atlantic Division, because with Bruins potentially dropping off, you never know. I mean, Ottawa could make a push, and I think Brady knows it, and I think I'm going to give him the Hattie Boom Batty here. Picard's got nothing, I think, on the year here on Ottawa, and I think Edmonton is going to struggle to score again, perhaps. I think they are significantly missing their defenseman, Darnell Nurse, I think, who took a tough hit against, I think Ryan Reeves hit him. But regardless here, I think maybe McDavid stays off the score sheet. Maybe Draisaitl tries to pick up slack. Good, not good enough. Senators go on to win this game 4-2. Ottawa and the under. Next game, 7 p.m. Speaking of notable players here, the Penguins are hosting the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay minus 150 here on the money line. That puts Pittsburgh at home dogs, dude. Over under 6.5. Sidney Crosby leading the team in goals and points, 19 points, 7 goals. Seems kind of lowly when you think of Nikita Kucherov's 26 points leading the Lightning. Lightning, too much offense.
It's so tough because the Lightning haven't played great either, but they are the better team.
Last 2
Pittsburgh
games, 8
at
goals.
home. Pittsburgh's look like shit, so I think that means they're gonna win, Tony. So I'll take the home dogs. A battle of grizzled vets here. Maybe a Jake Gensel tribute video as well.
Wow.
But I think at the end of the day, it's that magic combination of Crosby and Malkin scoring. So I'm gonna say Lightning held at bay for the first time in a few games. 4-2 Penguins and the under.
I'm going to go against the Brian Grain right now. I'm going to say Lightning win this one. I just think Penguins, and I'm kind of surprised, Brian went with the Penguins. I think we were bashing them a lot recently. But I think Vasilevsky's been playing good, way better than last season, no doubt. And I think, conversely, on the other end, between the pipes, Nedeljkovic has been anything short of great for the Penguins there. And I just think Lightning beat Winnipeg, beat New Jersey most recently. 8 goals in those past 2 games, only giving up 1. I think Vasilevsky is due for another shutout, back-to-back. Why not? Third one of the season. Give me Lightning winning this one. I'll say they win by 3-0 is the score. So Lightning and another under, dude. Moving along here, we're already in the 8 p.m. time slot. Pretty crazy. ESPN Plus Hulu game. We're going to St. Louis, the Enterprise Center, and the Blues will be hosting the team from Minnesota. That's right, the Wild. 11-3-3 will be marching in there, looking to get another win. They just dropped a game to Dallas most recently. The Blues, we know, dropped 1 to Carolina. The over-under here is 5.5, pretty low. Minnesota -170. Clearly, they're the favorites. Do you think Binnington and the boys have it in them to get a little upset here at home?
The Wild, sans Matt Zuccarello. But I just think they are, even without him, a superior team to St. Louis. So I think the Wild get it done. A tight one. But I'm going to say Kaprizov, the game winner, 30 seconds remaining in regulation. 3-2, Wild and the under.
Yeah, I think I agree there with Brian. I mean, it's the Wild is there for a reason. They've been doing well for a reason. Regardless of Matt Zuccarello, I mean, he's the 37-year-old wily vet. They don't necessarily need him every day to get the wins. And that's because Kirill Kaprizov over here, 31 points on the season. I know Matt Boldy, another familiar name we've been talking about a lot, has been great. Zach Bogosian's been solid, I guess, on defense there. And Gustafsson killing it. So I really don't see how the Blues win this one. I think it could get late early here, 8 o'clock Enterprise for the Blues. Minnesota Wild, go Wild. They win 6-1. Wild and the over there. Next game, keep chugging along. 8 p.m. still. Winnipeg. We're back in Canada. Canada Life Center there. They're taking on the Panthers. This is quite the matchup I think we have here. And honestly, it could be potential Stanley Cup matchup here as the two best teams seemingly in the league face off here. Florida even on the road against the Jets. Over under 5.5. Vegas is expecting some physicality, expecting some goaltending, expecting some defense. Jets, for the first time this season on back-to-back losses, just lost to the Panthers 5-0. This is going to be the second time and the last time these two face each other regular season. What do you think?
I think the Panthers get the clean sweep. I know the Jets are a very good team here. I think the Panthers are better. That's why they won 5-0 last time. Maybe it's not 5-0 this time, but I think it's 3-1. So I'm going to say the Panthers and the under Mr. Reinhart with 2 goals.
Yeah, dude. It's so crazy. I think I'm going to go Jets. And honestly, I think the Jets absolutely shut down the Panthers. It's going to be the opposite of what we saw a couple of days ago on the 16th here. Give me Kyle Connor, Josh Morrissey, each netting goals. Looking at the injured list here, Connor Hellbuck day-to-day, which is pretty interesting. I'm not sure what's ailing him, but I'm sure he'll get the start. And Mark Scheifele with a goal there. I mean, I think they'll get to Bobrovsky here. Give me the Jets winning this game. I'll say 4-1. Not the shutout, not quite emphatic as the last game, but Jets 4-1, dude. Next game, 8:30 p.m. now. We're going to Chicago. Blackhawks taking on the Ducks. The Ducks, another team on the back-to-back as well, which is why they're plus 150 coming into Chicago. I would say Ducks, very great value bet here. You'll be dealing with Gibson between the pipes there for Anaheim, which I love, honestly. He's a veteran, been around for a while. Could do well against the Blackhawks. And Blackhawks back-to-back losses. Ducks are humming a little bit. Pretty interesting that the Chicago Blackhawks are favored here, Brian, no?
Yeah, maybe they say Vegas trap, but how many hockey bettors are out there anyway, Tony? So I'm going to say the Ducks. I agree with what you're saying. I mean, I don't think the Blackhawks look great, and I think it's evident that Connor Bedard needs more help if he's going to take the next step. So I think Terry and the boys have what it takes here. I think 4-2 Anaheim. Ducks 8-8 Anaheim in the under.
Absolutely love that there. I echo that sentiment. Anaheim in the under. Josh B, get your notepad out. Get some money going for Disney.
You get
value
1.5
bet
on your money.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Trending now. Still back to Canada, actually going to Calgary. Excuse me here, as they're taking on the Islanders at the Scotiabank Saddle Dome. Calgary here, the Flames, that is. They're, minus 110 on the money line. Over-under is 5.5. The Flames, that seem to be kind of extinguishing, dropping 3 of their last 5, did just shut out Nashville 2-0 in a dub. Islanders dropped 1 to Seattle. They've been kind of playing inconsistently, beating Vancouver, losing to Edmonton, losing to New Jersey, beating Ottawa. What are they doing? A lot of question marks over there for the Islanders, so big get-right spot at home for the Flames?
It's weird. What Islander team are you going to get, right? I mean, it seems like it always comes down to the wire, but I'm going to say this is the night where the puck bounces their way. I think, again, a close one. I'm going to say a 4-3 Islander win in overtime, and we're going to have Noah Dobson, the game winner, Islanders, and the over.
Damn, dude, I wish I could go Islanders. But I can't, dude. I think it's going to be Jonathan Huberdeau. 6 goals on the season so
I
far.
thought you were giving him 6 for the game.
I'm going to give him 4.
No, you're
4.
not.
Swear to God, dude. He's going to get 10 goals.
Swear to God, dude.
4 goals, dude. Swear to
Josh
God.
B, prop it right now.
Prop it right now, dude. 1 goal each period. Empty netter afterwards in the third as well. So 2 in the third, 1 in the second, 1 in the first. Flames go on to win this game, I'll say, by the score of 6-4, dude. So give me Flames and hammer the over and Huberdeau anytime goal. Let's freaking go now. Last game, best game, late game, 10 p.m. ESPN Plus MSG, Brian. We're going to the Rogers Arena, Vancouver, British Columbia. The Canucks are taking on the Rangers here. Rangers even on the money line, Brian. Over, under, 6.5. We previewed it. The Canucks, the injuries, the Rangers, the foot on the fucking pedal, Brian. What do you got?
This has to be the night. I want 2 goals in the first period. I want Panarin and Mika finding the back of the net. I think they add 2 more throughout the rest of the game. Give Foxy and Kreider 1 as well. So spread the scoring out. Get Igor in there for 30 of 32 behind the net. And at the end of the day, it's the Rangers 4, the Canucks 2, your New York Rangers, and the under.
Couldn't agree more, dude. Rangers in the under, absolutely love it. New York Rangers last game, 41 hits as a team. Give me a 50 burger tonight. They're playing physical. They're locking down JT Miller. Quinn Hughes is getting hacked at the blue line, dude. Plenty of goals to go around. I say Igor says to Jonathan Quick, shut out. Watch me do it too, dude. He gets it. Rangers win 3-0, dude. Let's go. All right.
What was that?
I don't know, dude. Fucking hitting the ground, dude.
That is your bros and friends day.
Dude, that's crazy, dude. I don't know.
That was sick, though. Manana. Wait, but are we going to be able to turn that off?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, but what do you think that actually is, though?
I think because I'm hitting the desk and it's like kind of going up and down that
And it
like
just,
the
like,
buttons
yeah.
getting clicked.
Wild
frenzy.
So, yeah,
dude.
we want an emphatic victory. Imagine how nice we get a nice night's sleep 4-0 after the first period. Would you hit the head?
I don't care if it's 12:30. Sound asleep after that, dude.
Yeah.
Greatest sleep of my life.
Yeah, like let's go.
dude.
Are you like where are you? I know it just changes as the season goes on here, but just with the Rangers and like trades and stuff. I mean, is it just too early to tell, or do you feel like though down the road? What is that?
It's the VHS tape over here, just
But
rewinding.
Down the road, we're getting some trade action here.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to, dude. It's so interesting. I mean,
Third line center
not gonna lie though, Philip Hedl being injured
is a problem.
Is throwing a little bit of a wrench into things for sure. Not to say he would be trade value, but now all of a sudden maybe someone who would be able to be traded kind of isn't. Look at Johnny Brodzinski, Jimmy Vesey. Those are guys. I would even, I'd be cool with Matt Rempe, Adam Edstrom. Those guys. I mean, those guys I think are tradable, depending on what Sam Carrick is doing. Capo Caco, possibly. Yeah, definitely.
You're still holding on.
Yeah. But it's one of those things. Again, it just depends on what Philip Hedl is doing, I suppose. Zach Jones. Those are guys I think that are all on the trading block for me.
Tommy's big on Zach Jones.
I know he is. He's been working. He's been, again, I think even against San Jose, I think he had an assist at least. But then maybe the game before, was it against Detroit? Maybe where he had a goal. Him and Lafreniere with the goals or whatever. So he's getting into the mix, which is great. But that's why he's going to be good, useful trade value, And I guess maybe you can give up some prospects if you need. But again, if you're going for someone like Brady Tkachuk, they're going to expect a solid return. Of
course. And is there anybody is there any other alternatives, or is it tough to really say?
I guess we can look. I think we did NHL free agents, right? Like we looked up.
Pending free agents.
Right? And it's not great, dude.
But this isn't who's currently a free agent. This is
who's gonna be.
Okay.
Obviously, these are all goaltenders here. I don't know why they give me goaltenders.
It's probably sorted by goaltenders, or no?
I guess so. Let's go all positions. How about that, dude? Wow.
John Tavares? Is that an opt-out, or is that just a solid free agent?
Let's see. It says UFA, so unrestricted free agent. Yeah, UFA.
But they're not gonna trade him.
They're probably not. I mean, I don't know. Maple Leafs, dude. Talk about a team that could potentially just be not in the mix necessarily.
But we need a big name, and just looking at that list quickly, right?
Tavares is not the guy for sure.
No, I would like him, but I don't think they're going to.
So you got Mitch Marner, also free agent for Toronto.
Again, though, probably not the guy.
Probably not the guy. Toronto's going to have some thinking to do, though.
Yeah.
Geez, after this season. Jimmy Benn's interesting. Talk about Wiley Vet there for Dallas. But again, I mean, I don't know, dude. Mikko Rantanen would be nice.
But again, I mean, wait, is he 36? No.
He's 29.
Oh,
that's Jamie Benn.
Or Nicholas
Backstrom. I wouldn't touch Backstrom. Washington, career, whatever. Brent Burns, no thank you. Dmitry Orlov, no. Aaron Ekbald for Florida. Defenseman, no. I guess Brock is going to be a free agent, but again, injured, but broken jaw. But Vancouver's going to be in it. They're not going to trade him no freaking way. Claude Giroux, not good enough, too old. Brad Marchand, no, not going to happen. Ehlers, no. Brock Nelson, no. Taylor Hall, no.
Complimentary, no.
What else? Andrew Magnapane. That's not terrible. I want to say he was on Florida for a hot second.
Magnapane, yeah, that sounds familiar.
TJ Oshie, no. Washington's going to be in it. They're not going to really want to trade anyone. Magnapane probably being one of them. Andrei Kuzmenko from Calgary. Is that the dude who came up from Vancouver?
I just had a random thought because it was like a name like that. Who's the guy that was on Washington and then, or is this who I'm talking about? Was he on Carolina last year?
He was on Vancouver last year. No.
Wait, so who's the guy though? Like he got released by Washington and then Carolina picked him up. Like he was like Washington's leading scorer when they won the cup or whatever.
Was it Carlson?
No, he's foreign.
Yeah. He's in the Hurricanes right now.
He was last year. I don't know who picked him up.
All right, see 2024. I think because I know who you're talking about. It's
an offensive guy.
Yeah, it is an offensive guy, right?
No,
it's none of these guys. This is here we go. This is from this year. I don't want this year. Here we go. Depth chart 2020. Dude, what the fudge, man? Is it not Carlson?
Nope. I'm going to find it.
Because I know he was hurt for a little bit. It's Alexander Ovechkin.
It's Kuznetsov.
Kuznetsov. Evgeny Kuznetsov. That makes sense.
Oh, he's playing in Russia?
Yeah, that's where he is now?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
That's the guy I was thinking of. But
I feel like
it
if
just,
he could have went...
it just didn't work out with Carolina, and that was it.
That was it, dude.
By the way, Josh B asking what the parlay is. Solid Chel Frenzy.
Solid.
I mean, I would say it would be the Ducks, the Rangers. I mean, do we make it more than 2? Or
I like a 3-team parlay. I think that's pretty solid.
or do we just go with the under in the Rangers game?
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
Right? That's got to, be a
So
solid
Ducks
payout.
and then Rangers and the under.
Why not?
All right.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it, Josh. Come on. But
So funny.
so I feel good about tonight. Just want to see a definitive result, Tony.
Absolutely, dude.
The
What's
Kachuk framework. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say what's besides the Rangers, because we're speaking of other bets here. What
I like the
what's
Panthers.
that would be your game to watch. Panthers Jets. Out of the other
yes,
game, yeah, by far.
yes.
I feel like you're right for the Penguins to be the Lightning, though.
I mean, I think the Panthers Jets is a better matchup, but I do think too the Jets. Listen, I mean, they have earned the recognition they've gotten, but I think the Panthers will show them once again, like they did the other night, that they're still not as good as the defending Stanley Cup champs.
Wow, dude, that would be pretty gnarly if the Panthers back-to-back games. I'd be worried. I'd be super. I'm more worried as a Rangers fan if they're getting swamping the Jets, dude.
Maybe that's good. Just like we're talking about, the Senators losing.
True.
Emphasizing the Kachuk.
Yeah.
And
then you know what, dude? I mean, it's kind of crazy too, because that would be the last time those two teams face each other.
Yeah. Till hopefully not the Stanley Cup final. A lot of hockey to be played, but like we've been saying, let's go Rangers. What is Josh saying? The Islanders game?
Islanders game was sounding more convincing, dude.
The Islanders game, but
you
picked the Flames.
I picked the Flames, and he went Islanders. Josh B, if you want to pick that game, go ahead. But I mean, you're the tiebreaker. You're number 3.
Yeah, you are the tiebreaker, so that would be on you.
That,
so I
that
guess
won't be on you.
He asked for a parlay, we give it to him, and then he doesn't like it. Like, what the hell is that,
you can't be happy. I can only imagine how his wife feels. Jeez,
jeez. I know he must have been happy. He's gonna say, "Oh, it's the Wizards." I roll, but the Knicks winning by 28 at the Garden last night, so now 8-6. And I think that's their 3rd straight win. Brunson 26-11. And you also had Towns 24 points, 12 boards, 3 or 4 from 3-point range. Josh Hart 14-6. And yeah, I mean, just obviously you just want to win the ones on the schedule, and that's what they're doing right now. Question for you, Tony.
What do you got?
National TNT game. Undefeated Cavs in Boston. Do they make it 16-0?
It's a tough call. How the Celtics doing right now?
11-3. Domac. But I feel like for Domac, you're gonna say the Cavs make it 16-0. 7-0 away from Quicken Loans.
I feel like it would be like a Bills Chiefs thing, like where Bills is Celtics, and I would think the Celtics win this one, dude. Are the Cavs are they like the Chiefs, where they're the worst undefeated team that we've ever seen?
No. I mean, they're
they're
good.
really.
I think people are just expecting playoffs, different scenario type of thing. But again, I mean, it's early, 15 games into the season.
But they're making the playoffs.
Oh yeah, Mitchell, Allen, Garland, Okoro,
Isaac.
Yeah,
Isaac Okoro. I would be betting on the Celtics, in my opinion, and I know you're not going to be, right?
Say that about the Celtics? If I'm going to be back,
I'd be betting on the Celtics. Are you betting on the Celtics?
I think it's a spite thing, but I'm going to say the Cavs 15-0 for a reason. Let's make it 16-0. I'm
it's spite.
saying Tony's Flames an anytime goal scorer for Huberdeau. Wow. Okay, Josh.
Whoa, he's going with the Hoover
Good luck.
dude.
Good luck, Josh. Or how about this? How about make it nice and simple? Everybody, parlay, man. Parlay, man. Just take your team. How about that? Right or no? or is that too like not exciting enough, Tony? No.
I mean, I think but that's part of the parlay thing, right? Or he's just doing Flames
No,
anytime
I
goal
think he's
scorer
gonna do that.
just
Yeah.
by itself. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No,
But
I'm
I mean, at least get the Rangers.
But they got the Rangers in there,
Yeah.
right? You're not gonna be. But then again, like some guys don't like to bet on their own teams, you know.
True. But again, I think a lot of people think that they have more influence on the result than they do, and the teams don't know they exist. Everybody's so big on that. Don't say anything. Don't bet it. Don't bet it.
Don't say anything.
I'm superstitious picking my teams.
Wow. So he's not even thinking of the Ducks. It's all right. All right. I'm sorry. I'm not.
I mean, but also though, I mean, you wanted our opinion, we gave it to you. All right, Josh?
Hooper
Yeah.
You got it.
I mean, I think
Let's go,
also,
dude.
I'm just saying, maybe if he listened a little more, they wouldn't be lagging in the pick so much, huh? I had to do it. Had to do it, Tony.
But let's go. I got confidence in Josh. I got confidence in my picks. Let's fucking get the job done tonight, Josh. We got
Couple
it, dude.
quick housekeeping on the way out.
What do you got?
Skeens and Heel, the respective rookies of the years, AL, NL.
Congrats to them.
Both pitchers, obviously great seasons for sure.
Naturally.
And two guys that I think have a chance to win some Cy Youngs in their future.
Oh yeah, dude.
It was the delivery of
the
picks.
picks. Wow.
I don't get it.
Dude. I guess how I said, like, let's go Flames. Huber
Lipstick on a pig. Think about that, Josh.
No, it's not, dude. No, it's not. Stop it, dude. Come on.
But other than Sophia,
I mean, the Islanders suck, dude.
no, they do. They do. You can't count on them. It's like that's the way you don't know what's gonna happen. But other than Sophia, honestly, what? Anything else on Pitch Buddies, or is it a Sophia? Is it Sophia the big theme tonight?
No, obviously we'll be, breaking down that's gonna be huge season finale. Certainly big news. Mike and I also watched this first episode of a television show on Max called The Dune Prophecy, which is a prequel to the movies Dune. I know Brian has no idea what I'm talking about here, but we watched episode 1 last night.
Like you could just assume that and you're right.
Yeah, exactly. And then it was pretty convincing, and it's like a classic, spin-off show, a lot of questions, a lot of cloak and dagger, leaves you on the cliffhanger wanting to go watch episode 2. So, we're kind of hooked a little bit, baited, I guess, but
Not quite so fair.
Not quite so fair.
Are you kind of tight that this is it for Sophia?
I mean, I don't know, dude. There's going to be season 2.
No, but I'm just saying, because
for now,
regardless, it's going to be a long time till there's a new episode.
I know, it sucks, dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I am a little tight. But again, maybe this new show, Dune, same deal, Sundays, 9 o'clock, 1 episode a week. Could be maybe a good placeholder, until the new season of The Penguin.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. So yeah, that about does it. But we'll have a big show tomorrow. Obviously, recapping this Rangers game. Also, we'll talk a little RSM Classic St. Simons.
Wow, dude.
As we put a bow on the PGA Tour fall season. I mean, I know obviously World Hero Challenge and the Grant Thornton, but in terms of regular, events. This is going to be it. So we're headed to Hawaii. I was going to say Maui, but I don't think it's actually
Maui.
in Maui. It might be actually the Century. We'll have to look into that. Regardless, so I know the Sony's in Kapalua the next week. Just actually look, Tony. I know we're kind of the Century. Where is it? Come on. Gonna go.
2024, 2025, 2024?
Either way, it doesn't matter. Is it going to tell you where what?
Kapalua.
It is
Kapalua, Maui.
Wait, so it is Maui. Okay, so then,
Kapalua, Maui.
so
says,
then,
I guess. Wait, so
go-
are they
dude,
back to back?
Sony Open, is it in the same city?
Hawaii. The Waialahi.
So I think Waialahi, I'm guessing. So it's different.
I guess, right? Waialahi.
Honolulu.
There you go.
Okay, so Maui and Honolulu coming the first week in January, day after New Year's. We will get started in Maui.
Wow.
But that being said, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in today and continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony Michael Renee and Jay and Costume merch at downtime.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, enjoy binge buddies.
Let's go Rangers!
Let's go Rangers! And we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.